Hello everyone and welcome back to Reality with Bad Gal Brie. I'm your host Brianna and today we are doing our live reaction to season 20 episode 18 of Sisterwives one-on-one part 3. Now if you're watching this over on YouTube for my little rewatch crew, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on a video. And I'm also uploading some shorts, so stay tuned for more of those. If you're watching over on TikTok, you guys make sure you're double tapping that screen. And as we wait for everybody to join up, we're going to be talking a little bit about 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, some rumblings that are happening over on Instagram from our favorite sister wives or least favorite sister wives or least favorite people on Instagram, because my God, was the tea piping hot this week. Well, not the tea. Ew, I hate how I said that. The content that they were giving us was little cringy to say the least. A la Mykelti and Mary. We're gonna break all of that down here very soon. But make sure, again, you guys are double tapping that screen. We're gonna be doing our live reaction to the tell-all part 3. Now, this one is by far the most boring tell-all, but I don't know. It's just like, I do have to come to you guys cap in hand that I am Team Kody on this apology tour thing, because David, I can't get behind it. I can't get behind David and Christine and the dramaticness, the dramatization of it all, really. But we'll break that all down once we get there. And Janelle, what the fuck is going on with Janelle? I'm like kind of disappointed in Janelle. You know, like I wasn't disappointed when she met with Kody on the apology tour, but like her in this tell-all, like I was like, oh God, she's got some internalized misogyny all up in there. Okay, you guys, let's chat about, I'm going to start with the podcast too, because I do want to talk about these Instagrams over on the podcast. So let me get that rolling here. Okay, all my audio listeners only, we are back, and I am back a little bit early because I do want to break down some Instagrams from Mykelti and Tony and Mary and just Jen. Now, if you guys don't know, where the fuck are all my pictures? If you guys don't know, Mykelti and Tony posted these photos on Instagram that were so terrible and just so awkward looking. I'm gonna change the picture in the back of the Sister Wives to the photos of Mykelti and Tony so you guys can really see how bad it is. And for my audio listeners only, I will describe them. So this is one, and we have Mykelti and like bending, like doing like a sit, like a squat rather, holding Tony's hands, both just blankly staring into the computer screen, the camera. And yes, Holly, it is giving JCPenney, but like in the worst possible way. Like this is for me, the people that have absolutely zero personality, that think that this is funny. They saw one person that's like, this is so fucking hilarious. And it's just not funny. Like, it's just like, tell me you don't have a personality without telling me you don't have a personality. And it's just Tony Mykelti just back at it again. Okay. I'm going to show you guys another one that they did. It was just like, and I was thinking like, we have not seen Tony Mykelti like really pop off lately. And we were then gifted with these. And then another one is her just facing the other way, squatting down, hand atop his chest. Again, Tony just blankly staring at us. It's just so uncomfortable and just, again, the most unfunny thing I have ever seen. And I don't know. I'm just bothered by it. They just annoy the fuck out of me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being so petty. And like, they're like, oh, babe, you want to do a photo shoot with the snow? Like, no. Guys, stop. And then, oh my God. And then this is the one of them with their kids. Here we go. Like, come on. This is so, just like, makes me uncomfortable. Oh my God, Dark Mama, thank you for the rose. And you guys, I forgot to tell you, yeah, they're not likable at all. I know. That's the entire point of the picture. They're supposed to be uncomfortable. Yeah, I know, I get that, but they're just not funny. Like, I get they're supposed to be uncomfortable, but it's just unfunny. It's just like, again, you don't have a personality. You saw like one person do this, like that one movie with Kate McKinney in it. She does it, I think, with Zach Galifianakis, and like it was funny in the movie, and then everyone's like, oh my God, this is what we're supposed to be doing. And it's just like, to me, I'm like, you're just corny. Like this one said it earlier. It's like corny. It's just not funny. Like, and they think it's hilarious. And again, not funny. To me, at least. Like, if you guys think it's funny, that's great. I'm so happy you can laugh at Tony McKelty. I just think, again, not funny. But the bigger news on our docket is, oh, you guys are going to see people that I follow. There we go. This. Yes, they're trying way too hard. Thank you, Kara. They're just trying way too hard to be funny, and it's not funny. Now, here we have Jen and Mary. Oh God, you guys, starting a speed dating event. I know who I'm not going to get dating advice from, and it's Mary. It's Mary. They went to one speed dating event together, and now they're doing their own speed dating event together. What do you guys think about this? I am up in arms. I am shocked beyond belief that this is what they were doing. It's not a Worthy Up seminar. We're done. I guess we're done with the Worthy Up symposiums and like the seminars. Like we've completely dropped Worthy Up, and now we're doing speed dating events. Mary and Ron aren't even together, and Jen is married. Jen is literally married. What are we doing? Are you just copying those girls that you went to their speed dating event at? I'm just unsure. And yes, so this is in Salt Lake City at Hash Kitchen. I'm just like, it's just like Mary is just such a grifter, in my opinion. Like, one thing she's going to do is try to make a business that makes absolutely no sense. Like, she did great with her MLMs, right? And like, to me, an MLM is grifting. And her Worthy Up, again, a grift. But God, I don't know. I'm like incensed by all of this. I'm like, also, who is this woman? Who is this woman? This does not look like Mary Brown, okay? And like, those teeth, they're blinding me, okay, you guys? Someone learned, obviously that dead tooth is gone. She got her teeth professionally whitened. But like, we gotta put the face down, Mary. I don't mind Just Jen. Like, I'm really happy Just Jen is there for Mary during the tell-all, because if she wasn't, then like, Mary would not come out of her shell. Mary would just do the whole thing where she's just talking around everything and doing just like the Mary thing. Jenny says, I think Janelle has the right idea with the shirts. I don't ever want to date with Mary. Yes. Who wants to get dating advice from Mary, who couldn't even leave Kody? He literally had to break up with her. He tried breaking up with her on how many occasions? Need we not forget the tarp date, and he's like, and I'm not coming. He tried to break up with her then, and it took her how many more years after that to leave him? And then we had that fake ass talk on the bench where like Mary broke up with him. Why are we taking advice from her? Like, and Jen has been married for 20 something years. Like, God, if they were like actually fun girls, like I'd be like, okay, I could see this is a good time. These two think they are the funniest girls that they know, and that's it. Why are you so hard on her? Because she's annoying to me. I'm so hard on Mary because to me, like, I don't think Mary thinks she's living authentic, and I don't think Mary is living authentic. I think Mary thinks that she is, but she shows us time and time again that she doesn't take any steps forward to like put all this therapy that she got to work. Like, she did not leave Kody for years, and then she's like, we're to the point where it's embarrassing. Like, it was embarrassing watching Mary, like, time and time again, go back to that man. Go back to this man. And then she's going to tell us and try to sell us this business to Worthy Up when she didn't Worthy Up herself. Like, if Mary, and like, I also hate the lying about the catfish thing, because if Mary was truthful and honest about the catfish, that she was seeking out a person because Kody was not around, we all would champion her. We'd all be like, yeah, fuck Kody. He was not there for you. He's not there for you. We would all be like, yes, Mary, but she lies about it. She just lies. And like, I don't know. And she's very pick-me. She's very just like throwing people under the bus. I don't know. I don't know. That's just like my take. I just think that like, okay, let's see what Sassy Kim says. Sassy Kim says, she's taken so many steps forward. It seems like you are missing lots of pieces. And I actually, I'm not, like, Mary has taken steps forward. Like, let's not, like, take that away from her. Like, I'm not saying Mary hasn't taken some steps forward, but she continuously, like, takes 5 steps forward, 10 steps back. She like rags on Janelle for like, and for Janelle for trying to kiki with her on the ex-wives club. And I was like, I don't want to be part of the ex-wives club. But then this entire season, her and her friends are talking shit about Kody. They had an entire paint and sip night dedicated to painting pictures about Kody. Like, hello? How is that not, how is that not like a thing? I don't think she's the most independent. She has to pay her friends to live with her. Like, her friends are literally living with her. I don't think, like, I think her false front, like, I think Mary had a couple good episodes this season and everyone is forgetting, like, Mary's not that nice. I don't know. Like, everyone is just, like, forgetting how Mary is. I don't know. And everyone's, like, gets mad at me for, like, talking shit about Mary now. And we all used to be like, yeah, fuck Mary. Not, like, fuck Mary, but, like, call out Mary's inaccuracies on her stories and like the way she is. And now because Mary had one good episode where she told Kody off in a very Mary way, we're all like, no, Mary's great. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Like Mary, like, no, Mary's very independent. She's very authentic. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, but she's hella hilarious. Okay, my God. Okay, bye, user. We have Mary had an emotional affair and she wanted to run away with, but C and J were told to forgive her. Yeah. I don't think Mary's funny. Thank God. Okay. Some of us are really all on the same page here. Some of us are not. And that's okay. We can all really, if you don't agree with me, that's okay. We can talk about it. I'm not like, you need to agree with me or bye, leave. I'm always open to changing my opinions. And like, I know I talk about these people for fun and I snark a lot about them. And that's what we do here. I don't really give a fuck about, not in a mean way. Like, I wouldn't be friends with any of them. You know, I wouldn't be friends with any of these women. Also because I'm not like, I don't know. I just don't have like a parasocial relationship with them. I like Janelle, but Janelle really disappointed me this episode. Like greatly, but I also think that we're not talking enough about how Kody, how Kody's at fault for everything. How Kody's at fault for Janelle and Mary's relationship not becoming cohesive and nice. It's his fault. We don't need to talk, like, I'm sick of hearing about the dishes. I'm sick of hearing about the towels. Kody should have taken the stand and stuck up for Mary, stuck up for Janelle, and done something about it. But he just didn't. He even says it. He's like, I just can't deal with it anymore. I'm done dealing with it. It's just like ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yes, and he loves, exactly, Nikki, he lives off the drama. He loves the chaos of everything. Absolutely everything. He hates when his wives are getting along. He never likes when they're getting along. He wants there to be problems. He wants there to be drama. He wants there to be chaos because that's his normal. And that's why I think him and Robin are just absolutely losing their goddamn minds with just being with themselves. And that's why they continually have to prove to us how in love that they are, even though I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. Also, someone mentioned his insane ingrown hair on his neck during this entire tell-all, and I clocked that from the beginning because your girl, I am a pimple popper. Okay, when I see one, we gotta get it gone, and it's bothered me for so long, and I thought it was just maybe like a shaving like nick, but this episode, and someone I think posted on Reddit, you could just see that it's like someone you just need to go phew, and just get it gone. Just get it gone. And then someone did ask me if I had lip filler. I do have lip filler. I got it. I haven't got lip filler in like a year and a half. 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. It's been a long time. Okay, Blueberry says, please help me understand why so many dislikes Mary. Okay, I went on a whole little rant about Mary. So you can go, I do upload all of these videos to YouTube after. So if you want to go rewatch all of that, head on over there. And if you guys pop in and you're like, man, this live is so long, you can go rewatch on YouTube. Also have a podcast where all of this audio will be if you guys do want to listen. It's called Reality with Bad Gal Brie. Link is in the bio. And I also, you guys, have a Patreon where I recap old episodes of Sisterwives kind of like this, just on Patreon now. And I did just do the episode. I do have to like talk about this, you guys, because it is so egregious. Because Robin in this episode, or Christine apologizes to Robin for being such a bad sister wife. And then Robin's like, I just like don't think you liked me. Like, oh my God, like crying about it. And it's just like so disgusting because it's like she can't even think. Robin can't even have the thought to be like, wow, my coming to this family like has hurt some of these women. And I can't say sorry for that. It's never her fault. It was so gross. And then that's the episode where Kody literally got upset for getting a MacBook. Kody got upset for getting a MacBook, a $1,200 MacBook. He's like, it's just a fun present. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You're 44 years old. I didn't know 44 years old means you get a whole ass party and a MacBook. And the episode before that was Christmas, and he just got that like pew pew, and he was like, it was a $1,600 pew pew. Like, hello, are you okay? You're the most ungrateful man in the entire world. So go check that out over on Patreon, $5 a month. That is season 4, episode 3, Brutal Honesty, Kody. It's a 22-minute episode. Amazing. Okay, so let's jump into this episode here. And as always, you guys, we're going to be just playing the audio. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the video. We're going to be taking time pausing, chatting, lots of pausing, and lots of chatting, lots of snarking. Now, if you guys do feel so inclined to send a gift, I am very appreciative of it. And I will call you out and say, thank you so much, and give you a little shout out because you guys are so fucking awesome, and I love all of you so very much. Now, also make sure if you are here, you are double tapping dead screen. By the end of last stream of last week, we were up to like, I think 120,000 likes. And what that does, that helps push the stream out to other like-minded Sisterwives snarkers. So we just keep growing our community over here. So if you guys could do that, it is very much appreciated. And I think that's it. And let's dive into this episode. And we're going to be starting with David and Christine. And like, what I do need to say about David and Christine is I'm over it. And I think they are severely, thank you, Melissa, oh my God, thank you for that. You're so popular, Marissa. I appreciate you so very much. W's for Marissa. Marissa, my God, Melissa. I'm so sorry, Melissa. I don't have my glasses on. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Thank you, everybody who's sending the heart me's. Now, what I was saying with David and Christine, I'm over this. They could be lifted right out. It's crazy how the fall from grace that Christine had of like, we're like, yes, Christine's a fucking goat. And now she's just like, we have to watch her play pickup ball. And David make her go grab the balls. I would be so pissed. Like, if my boyfriend did that to me, we're done. I'm not playing pickup ball. I'm not doing it. That's not fun. He like intentionally, and I think the shine is really starting to wear off of David. It's really starting to wear off of David for Christine. Even she's like, oh, fuck. Because he's annoying as fuck. And like, what did he say last week? Oh, I love the drama. You love the drama? This is our life. Like, hello? No. Like, no. He's so in on it. He was so in on all the pettiness, and now they're like, oh my God, but why is he saying he apologizes for never loving me? It's so weird. Anyways, we'll get into it. And away we go.
This is Sisterwives one-on-one.
Is that a good release? That doesn't make any sense at all. When Christine says she was done and she left, that point she was gone.
So why don't you let her say that then? David, why don't we let Christine say that? And also when he said it in like his like fucking, when they were in their like octopus shirts, and he's like, oh, well, Christine always cuts me off and never lets me talk. So hopefully this time she can shut the fuck up and let me talk. This is my show. This is not your show. You just got here. So sit the fuck down. And like, where was this energy when Kody was right in front of your face? Where was this energy when Kody was right in front of your face? You guys love being petty. You love being petty all over the goddamn place. And now you wanted to go grab, you wanted him to come to Moab. And now he said he declined that. And now what? Hello? Hello, Kelly Angel. I'm so excited to see you in the chat.
There was no releasing from him on that part. That means that he has control of her. That's a power play. That's a power game, mental game. You don't do that to a human being.
Would Robin being there made it better? Made this whole conversation a little bit more comfortable, especially the whole "I did love you" part?
No.
I don't think you should have said it at all.
Okay, even if Robin was present.
No.
All he needed to do
should
is say,
never
I,
I'm sorry.
I apologize for my actions.
And then let's let it go.
Let it go with that.
He could just say, apologize for my actions, and then leave it there. If Robin was there, I think the whole thing would have been like,
I don't think Kody, and this is where I'm going to stick up. Yes, I am watching part 3 of the one-on-one. This is where I am going to, again, come to you guys cap in hand and say I'm sticking up for Kody here, because no matter what he would have done with Christine, it would not have been good enough. No matter what he could have done, it would not have been the right thing. And I recognize that Kody was doing all this for him, and so everyone shuts the fuck up and stops talking about him. But with this apology, if we are looking at it as, this is why they're saying they are upset, because he said this apology. Okay, I'm sorry for saying, or I apologize for saying I never loved you. Now, he did it, he said these nasty, horrible things about Christine. And in that moment, when he apologized for that, she was like, yeah, that was really hurtful. Okay, it was hurtful. She acknowledged that. Nobody at that meeting said, hey, Kody, this is inappropriate. It's after they left, after David probably felt some type of way about it and was like, well, what can I get mad at? And that was it. Because I think the right move for Kody, even if he did want them to stop talking about him, giving a specific example is how you're supposed to apologize, right? And that was something that we all shat on him for. We all were like, hey, that's fucked up. That was wrong that you said, I don't love these women, because we saw you love them for so long. Like, you, at some points in the show, like, he hated Christine, but we saw that there was love. He loved Janelle at some point. He had to love all of these women, right? And so for that to come out and him to say that he only loved Robin was so insulting and so hurtful that was your partner. And not only, like, you can be done with him, but that's still the father of your kids. And they have to see that. Your children have to see that. So, like, with that being said, I think he needed to say it. And for David to be like, oh, it's just so disrespectful. You have dated other people too. We've talked about how David tasted all the ice cream flavors. He kept taking women to Moab, and they didn't like it, or whatever the fuck it was. Why are we harping on Christine's ex for apologizing to her for saying something that was very hurtful to not only her, but her kids? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand this. I think they're very annoying, and I like Christine. I think she's I don't know. This is just annoying the fuck out of me.
okay, maybe we can go.
Because, like, again, they did not have this energy at the meeting. And I get you can sit and reflect things, but, like, again, I think they're making such a mountain out of a molehill. Okay? What do you guys think in the chat? Like, am I totally off base here with this? Or are we on the same vibe that, like, they need to just let this go and we can find something else to talk shit about? Like, I don't know.
Ahead and make some things work and things like that with him not
Yes,
bringing.
I do agree with the apology for the kids. Yeah, but he should have started with the kids. But you know what? No, I don't know. I think he should start with the moms, and then talk about the kids with the moms. I think that's what should happen, and then, like, immediately go with the kids. Okay, everyone in the chat saying, I love Christine, but this is annoying. Great. Love it.
I thought it was disrespectful to her for him to say that.
That's not disrespectful to Robin. Like, he's not saying he, like, is still in love with you. Like, it's not disrespectful. Like, and Robin would have been a fucking bump on a log. What is she gonna do? We remember when they walked into McKelty's baby shower and how fucking weird that was for everybody. You guys just sat there like this. Like, Robin silences Kody. So no, we couldn't have fucking Robin there. Like, what?
There.
Okay, so there's no trip in the Moab in future.
Oh God.
No, there's no trip in Moab.
I agree, Crystalline. Crystalline says you have to go to the moms first and they can test. Let me go back so I can read it. You have to go to the moms first because until the moms calm down, then the kids will never will. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to say. Okay, and I just want to see okay. Also, him saying about this trip to Moab, last season, literally, he was like, well, we can go to Moab. We can go to see Moab together, and we're gonna go to Moab and go out to dinner. So, but now now we're not. Now it's off the table because Kody turned you down. Like, hello? Oh my God, Monica, hello. I'm so excited you're here.
He wouldn't go with
We're
me.
not going to do that.
I think Christine was maybe a little offended about the apology.
It's like Robin, like when she's like, it's like, she's like she just turned on. It's like something like clicked in her mind. She's like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
offended about
Well, I think she was like, this is my husband. She felt like it was inappropriate. I don't need you to say that you loved me in front of my husband.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know where else he would have said it except for trying to be respectful. That's why he wanted David there.
I hate
this
that I'm
is
agreeing with
appropriate enough
Robin.
because he's here. I'm not saying this while her husband's not there.
Got it.
Does that make sense? And that was a big deal for him to say because it was so wrong.
It was a big deal for him to say because there's so wrong. God. It was just a big deal. That was just a real big deal.
Saying really not a truth.
Do you think he
Really not a truth. This woman is so dumb. Like, honestly.
can ever be friends?
I don't know the answer to that. That doesn't mean that we can't be friends. It means we should be friendly
Word salad
until
coming up.
trust is resurrected, because it's dead.
All right.
What pisses me off about them is that they're so tit for tat and like they can't ever have a starting point to start over. At some point something has to give, or you just need to just agree that, okay, we're just going to start anew. Okay, let's do that.
So Janelle had the honor of being the first wife that you gave the olive branch to receive your apology.
Yeah. To be fair, I wanted to go to Janelle first because I thought she'd be the kindest.
Oh God, his
If I had to
teeth.
pick somebody who was going to do this first with, but I had made everything right with Coyote Pass with her.
And I also want to know what the fuck that means. Like, what the fuck does that mean? What did he do to make Janelle whole in the money aspect of everything? Like, makes you think.
I made everything right with her on all of our property agreements, so I figured that it'd be the safest going that direction.
She was calm, she was clear, and the conversation, it felt good. But let's take a look at it and we'll explain where your head was when you were talking and giving the apology.
I think the meanest thing that I did was I said I didn't love you.
I also don't think that's the meanest thing that he did. I just think that, like, Robin can't justify that to him. Because, like, as we've seen this entire season, Robin's, like, every time he says, try to, like, take ownership, she's like, oh, no, you didn't do that. Oh, no. But this, yeah, actually, that was really bad.
That wasn't true. That was a lie from the perspective of pain.
I knew it. I knew that you loved me. I did. Like, I know that we had a great relationship. Because I knew how it
I want to see Robin's reaction to watching this with with Janelle. And now we're just watching Janelle and she's smiling. Oh, looking at it fondly. Like, she would, like, don't tell me they didn't fuck after this lunch. Do not tell me they did not go and just bang it out after.
was for all those years. You know what I mean?
When you and I got married, I remember this affection we shared. I wish I would have seen the need for you and I to protect our special place.
Mary looks like she's about to fucking just burst into tears watching this with Kody and Janelle. Like, Ash, well, you didn't say that to me.
I would have understood that.
She's literally has tears in her eyes, you guys. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. She has tears in her eyes watching this.
I think it would have been a lot safer for you. I feel like I put you in harm's way and that it didn't step up to protect you.
Wow. Thank you.
Because I frequently would think...
Robin watching this? I only really listened. I was watching this at work, so I like had my AirPods in, but I was like listening. Her face, she's like smiling, biting her lip. She's pissed because you damn well know Kody did not go home and tell her any of this had happened. You had no idea. She had no idea that this was a conversation. This is the face of a woman scorned, a woman who has just caught her husband lying, okay? Lying to her about what he said.
about you and I.
She's biting her lips, smiling. And now it's going into a frown.
Become very, very aware of how unsafe plural marriage was for you.
Oh my God.
And for that. And the fact that I didn't protect, like,
We didn't know. We didn't have no idea. But there was
She's
no
disgusted.
book
She's
or
disgusted.
anyone advising
there
us.
wasn't,
Like,
but it was like, so, and I don't even want to blame.
And Robin can never touch what Janelle and Kody had. And that's why she tries so hard to be like Janelle. With like the cowboy stuff, with that, like, oh, I love Kody, and like she's fucking furious.
And plural marriage is difficult as
no,
that
it was just that
situation
we didn't know how to protect our relationship.
I feel like we've needed an olive branch, the entire family. And Janelle, you get the high honor.
What?
And being the person I felt the safest with to start offering that olive branch.
I think Janelle is like processing because there was a lot thrown out there. But what really stuck out to me was the fact that you're apologizing for the early years, where both of you were unsafe, and you're getting emotional thinking about it right now.
I remember the experience when we first got married. There was just a desire she had to be a safe place for me.
Safe.
And we didn't protect it well enough. We lost the plot.
How?
TT, don't worry, we just started. Thank you for the roses, my girl. TT, I appreciate you.
There's a perceived loss of resource, I guess, when you enter into plural marriage. Get that second wife. Neither of them feel like they're getting enough. They start competing to get more. There's a lot of times I felt like it cost me my own happiness because I couldn't.
You know, if they were competing, and you know what? At the end of the day, it cost me my happiness. Okay, great.
Ever keep them happy.
Yeah, the whispery voice, it makes my skin crawl. Me too, coffee yoga coffee. I think that like he does it to be like, I'm just coming from this place, and you think he's saying something of importance, and then he goes nowhere. He goes nowhere. We are on 36:47 left, Sliv. Yeah, loss of resource. You? Like you're the loss of resource? Like this is just like, I don't know what you, like, again, word salad of him just trying to pretend to be so intelligent and think he's saying something, but he's saying absolutely nothing. Okay, and we're gonna go back in.
It's like I was empathetic enough to go, well, she's not happy and she's not happy. And it was just a mixture of just a major struggle.
And who is the common denominator? And who is the common denominator amongst those two women? Kody. It's your job. It's not easy. Like, did you think having two wives is supposed to be easy? No, it's not. Like, hello? Especially being young.
Your overall reaction?
Yeah, I mean, it was very sweet. I thought it was very sweet. And there was definitely, old time connection, I think, between us, some of that old nostalgia.
Sunshine Friday girl says, can you imagine pining for this man? No, I can't. I can't. Could never be me. But I can see, like, at a younger age, how you would go against the other woman. Like, I could see if you were, like, raised in this religion and you were very pick-me, you would fight with the other woman instead of being like, it's his fault. Like Christine did in the episode I just recapped on my Patreon. Is really good. You guys should go listen to it. She's like, it is all Kody. She knew Kody is the issue, not Robin. Even though Robin was a little bit of an issue. But like in this moment, with Janelle and Mary, what we're going to dive into here in a couple minutes with them, we don't focus enough on Kody being the issue when it's really, and we're focused on Janelle and Mary being the issue. And it simply was not. Kody did not know how to manage his, like, what he had gotten himself into. He was in way too deep from the beginning.
But what was the most healing, I think, for me was to hear him apologize about the early years, because we really did struggle on how to live plural marriage.
How did you end up coming into the family? Was it Mary that brought you into the family?
No, actually, they both sort of pursued me.
Oh, they both courted you.
This I don't understand what the fuck she's saying. I don't get it because for years she said, I asked to be in the family. And later in this episode, she's going to say, I asked to join their family. And what are you saying here that Janelle or Mary and Kody courted you? I don't get this, what Janelle is trying to say here at all. At all.
Like I had really started to
Also, I think it's really important to know before we get into Janelle, and again, I will never not say that it's fucking weird that Janelle married her ex-sister-in-law's husband, but Adam was married 3 times, her ex-husband, 3 separate times, right? And they got divorced, not because she wanted Kody's dick. It was because that that he wasn't into his religion. He was LDS for her, and he did not get into the religion as deeply as she wanted him to be in it. Okay.
like embrace the faith, like fundamentalist approach to the faith. So I was already there. I was already kind of leaning into that. And Kody and Mary were my friends. There was always like a little bit of a sparkle, I guess, you know? And you have to realize when you get married and you're already married, you know, so someone's already married and you're considering marriage.
Just for me and mine says Mormon women want their men to lead them. Yes, very traditional views on them.
There's not a lot of dating. There's not a lot of getting to know each other. It's more like a very spiritual thing. There's a lot of prayer involved, a lot of spiritual kind of whisperings or inklings, inspiration that's where you belong.
What were the early years like for the 3 of you? Because he's alluding to certain things. So I'm just curious.
The early years were a challenge. You know, we're all very young.
Yeah.
We had history, even in the early years. You know what I mean?
History.
Why does she say early like that? Early.
Meaning the connection to each other?
Yeah.
Let me do the math.
Yep.
So you and Janelle were friends.
Janelle and I were sisters-in-law.
You
She
were
was married to
sister-in-law.
my brother.
Okay. So Janelle and you were sisters-in-law.
Mhm.
And then you...
That'll never not be weird. I'm gonna let you guys know I have a disdain towards Mary sometimes. But again, I will never not say that is weird and that would make anybody have some sort of fill-ins, okay?
married Kody.
Mhm.
But Mary has lots of displaced anger that we do not talk about enough, okay? We do not talk about this enough, that she has lots of displaced anger that goes towards Janelle when it should really be on fucking Kody. And yes, they were sister-in-laws. Mary and Kody were homeless, and then they moved into Janelle's home, okay? Okay.
Then Janelle came into the family through you.
And her mother. Let's need we not forget, Janelle's mom married Cody's dad, okay?
I wouldn't say through me, but that's how she and Kody knew each other, because she was my sister-in-law.
Okay.
She was always really close with my parents after she and my brother split, which was after Kody and I got married. And she just kind of was present, you know, so we stayed in each other's lives.
So how did you become sister wives then?
Well, they decided that it was a good connection, and she was interested in plural marriage, and we all talked about it. He and I talked about it. They talked about it. It's just how it works.
And you prayed, and that's how it was.
Yeah.
So when we were all first married, we all lived together.
Okay, so Mary did say they all did talk about it. They all did decide. She's putting herself in that decision, but then later she's going to say she didn't. Or like she says, like, oh, it wasn't my choice. Okay, so we really have a lot of kind of stories that aren't aligning totally, but I think that there's some sort of truth in every single story that they do tell, right? And this is a long time ago, and this is like another gripe that I have with this show right now, is because we're talking about things from years ago, before we had cameras up on anything. We've spent so much of this tell-all, 3 parts of this tell-all, literally talking about Coyote Pass, the Dill, the NDA that we haven't even talked about, or we haven't even seen. It wasn't even part of the show until the very end, until the end. And we didn't even have cameras up for it. We'll never know the truth. And like, why are we not talking about stuff that happened during the season? Like normal reunion shows do. We're just talking about their lives. And like, I do always love to know things about their lives, but like, we'll never know for sure. We'll never know the actual truth of everything, which makes me upset. And like, we all know the same story about the dish towels, about the dishes and whatever. Like, we all know this. It's like, this is not new information for us, you know? I don't know. It's just very annoying to me that we've gone over this so many times, and they love to do this. They always tell us about polygamy as if we haven't watched them for 20 years. They're like, oh, in our religion, we don't wear like the traditional garb. Oh, we know.
Small.
And like, I saw a comment earlier saying like about we don't know why Janelle and Adam, Mary's brother, divorced. And in the book, Janelle said, like I said earlier, she said that they divorced because he didn't really give a fuck. He was just kind of like, he was just there, didn't care enough about his religion, wasn't really passionate about it like Janelle was, and kind of like sold her like this false idea of who he was. But she stayed close with the Barbers. That was Mary's last name. She just wanted to be friends with them, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna reread that book, and I will let you guys know what she said in that
trailer. And personality conflicts between Mary and I, what they were. It was pretty volatile. It could have been. It was pretty volatile.
But what were you guys fighting about if it was volatile? Like,
not even like, it was just nitpicky. Like I didn't clean the dishes right, or
you brought up the dishes last time I asked this question. So the dishes were a big thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. Like I remember, just little things, like when you're just being nitpicky with someone, just finding all those things, right? I can remember.
Like one time, Mary made fun of Janelle after coming home with makeup on and told her she looked like a clown. That's mean girl energy from Mary.
One time, the argument was about that I didn't put the drain catcher thingy in, so too much food or too much stuff was going down the drain when we washed dishes. Well, I just started putting a lot more food down the drain. I'm like, Joshua, you.
That would piss me off. But we do need to remember Janelle's very type B personality and Mary's very type A. And when you are fighting over a man, you're going to just nitpick the other person like no other. And this is also silly when the real issue here is Kody. The big problem is Kody. Okay, let's keep that in mind.
But it was just like sort of childish, but I think it was just a symptom. It was an expression of the conflict, I think, that you're going through as you sort out who you are, who your identity is, and being strong and understanding that you have worth and you are equal.
Well, Janelle mentioned that there was a lot of moments that was very tense.
Yeah.
What were you guys fighting about?
I don't know. That was like 30 something years ago. I know that she likes to bring up the way that the towels were folded or something like that,
Dishes, she brought up dishes. How the dishes were washed.
She always liked to do the dishes in the morning, like after they sat all night. And I'm like, let's just wake up in the morning and have a clean kitchen. Let's get them done at night, And
we need to remember, Janelle had like a real job during this time. Okay, Janelle was like really like working. Okay, she's the one that owned this house. She was working. Okay, and Mary like worked at like this engraving shop. Not saying that she wasn't working, but like more of like in the book, the original book, she talks about how her and Kody would just like quit their jobs and just like go on a drive or go, just quit their jobs and just kind of go from place to place to place. And Kody also like bring them just anywhere and everywhere. Where Janelle had a job and she wants to establish a career and stuff like that. So like, I know like for myself, like I'm like in the middle of like type A, type B. Sometimes like, yeah, people work hand do dishes 100%. But sometimes at the end of the day, the last thing I want to fucking do is a dish. I will wash them down. And then the next day, guess what? I'm going to put them in the dishwasher. It doesn't need to like, if there's food sitting on it, yes, that's fucking gross. But like also, I think like when you're living with somebody like, and you're in this family, okay? You maybe pick up the slack where she's lacking. Okay, if you don't like the way that Janelle cleans, maybe help her clean up. Okay, you don't need to like shit on her because what you think you're doing is better, right? Like, just teach her, help her, and don't be a bitch about it. And again, like I said earlier, all of this is very, very misplaced anger towards Janelle when it should be on Kody. And it should be on Kody. They're a family. They're both married to this man. He was the one who should have stepped up and figured it out for them. But we find out in a little bit that he just couldn't fucking do that. And thank you for someone who told me that I have great skin. I really appreciate it. But I just so you guys know, I do this every time because I do get that comment a lot. A lot of it is like there's a blurring filter on TikTok. So it's not all good, okay? But I really do appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Okay. And Smiley says, but her anger was on the one who, who provided the roof over her head. Say it out loud. 100%. I could not agree more with that statement. That's why I said, you need to, and again, hindsight's 2020. They were all really young at this point. And, I'm 29. The way I was at 19 or even 21 and I lived with my college roommates, I am not the same person. You kind of grow and you realize and you do things very, very, very differently than you did when you were younger. So I do think we need to give Mary a little bit of grace for that. I really do, for just kind of changing. But we also know through Christine's book, Mary's kind of a bitch, okay? Mary's kind of a bitch. And we just need to remember that, okay? Remember the tellings of the Brown families who lived there, okay? And not what we just see of Mary. We can all put it all together and then decide what we want to kind of believe, and see, And yes, I do agree. Mary has come a long way. I don't think we need to sit here and shit on Janelle though, because I think Janelle has been through a lot, okay? And Mary was not nice to Janelle. And that doesn't change anything. Mary, if we want to talk about it, Mary would literally be all over Kody and Janelle would just be sitting there in her fucking lazy boy. And Mary would be making out with Kody. They would be cuddling. And you know what? That's not, again, Mary, I think that was a symptom, okay, of the issue. Kody should not have allowed that to happen. Okay. Oh my God, we got a lot of Janelle haters in the comments. My God, it's crazy to me.
There was feelings about stupid things like dishes. You know what I mean? So my point in saying all that is
Mimosa says, Mary was always jealous of everyone. Yes. We'll talk about her infertility later. And I think, again, a lot of it has to do with that. A lot of it has to do with the misplaced anger that she had, okay? We need to just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Dumb stuff that we thought was important, and you look back and it's it's really not. But it caused...
Sunshine Friday Girl says, my sister-in-law's first cousin with Janelle. Lucky girl. What a lucky girl.
Challenges.
I tried to tell them, don't talk to me about your problems with each other. You've got to work those out yourself, because I felt like one's pitting me against the other. And so I finally said, you guys have...
Stephanie, thank you so much for the finger hearts. You are so amazing. I really appreciate you. W's for Stephanie in the chat. Thank you so very much. You make all of this worth it. Thank you. She is still fucking going off in the comments. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate you guys endlessly. You guys, if you are first time watcher here, we do this shit for 2+ hours, okay? So we're in for the long haul, and I really appreciate everyone who does support that and wants to take this extra step further in supporting me. And if you even want to go a little bit further, you can go over to my Patreon, subscribe, $5 a month. You get extra Sisterwives content like that. Mimosa, thank you so much for joining. If you're a first-time watcher, make sure you follow along so you don't miss out when I go live, because we do this shit, like I said, all of the time. And my girl, Mama Jen, just entered the chat. Mama Jen is in a day one. And you guys, if you are new here, you guys are even funnier than I could ever be in the comments. Like, absolutely hilarious. And I love it. I feel like, again, every time we're here, it's like we're FaceTiming, watching all of this together. I love it. Okay. Thank you guys, everyone who sent gifts. You all are so amazing. I really appreciate you so very much. Okay. And Kody, let's go to Kody. So Kody just said, like, I just don't want to fucking deal with it. They need to deal with it. Again, if like these were your two friends and like you were the middleman and like in a friendship, yeah, fuck them. Have them deal. Sorry guys for the train. Have them deal with it. But you are their fucking husband. You are their literal husband. You need to deal with it. Like, you have some stake here. You are the common fucking denominator, Kody. Hello? Like, I feel like I'm fucking crazy for that. I feel like I'm like insane for like saying that. And the fact that they don't say that pisses me off. Oh my God. I just closed all my rings, you guys. I just started wearing my Apple Watch again because I'm like trying to be like fit gal Brie. And so it's going well. Okay.
Got to start working out these problems, and they didn't. They worked out very poorly. He just has low emotional intelligence and actually just didn't know what the fuck to do. And he was in way over his head. He was way over his head and just wanted to, someone said daddy issues. He just wanted to prove to his daddy that I'm so cool too. You have 3 wives and look how much I fuck, Dad. Look how much I fuck. I got 2 women. One of them is your daughter and your stepdaughter. That's so crazy to say. Like, it's so crazy to say. Like, Kody and Janelle are literally step-siblings. He married his stepsister. You are left-handed. Me? No, I'm right-handed. This is my left hand. Oh my God. So funny. It might be mirrored. Okay. Probably should have been back in there.
You did not... Greasy, you did not miss the jack shit rant. It's coming. My girl Ruby Renee is in the chat with the chilies as always. Thank you for the GGs, Renee. Or Ruby Renee, I'm so sorry. Everyone's W's in the chat for Ruby Renee, my girl who's also been a day one since we started going live, reading the book. I'm so excited to see you here. Thank you so very much. You are amazing.
But I'm a terrible referee.
So did you feel like you were unable to protect Janelle from Mary?
Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it wasn't a matter of protecting Janelle from Mary or protecting Mary from Janelle. It was a matter that whatever it was, there was a dissatisfaction in the experience.
You also mentioned...
Thank you so much, TT, for the roses. You are so amazing. You guys all showing all the love. Liking that live. Make sure you're double tapping that screen. You guys, we're at now we're at 14K likes. Okay, you guys, let's get this shit up. He's just like, I wish I was able to protect her. And he's like, you know what? It wasn't actually about protecting them. You know, I don't really actually know what it was. So what are you saying? Can you pick a fucking lane, Kody? Can you literally, what are you trying to say here? What are you trying to say? He's just so stupid. Like, he's actually so dumb, Kody is.
And in the apology that, you put Janelle in harm's way. What did you mean by that?
And Suki's just like trying to navigate. Like, Suki, honestly, everyone gives her a lot of shit. She has the hardest fucking job in the world to decipher what Kody's trying to say and not talk her into this, into this circle and just avoid everything. Like, she really has it rough. I would be so lost. I'd be like, if people are like, oh my God, you should tell out. No, babe. I love that compliment because to me that is a compliment. Like, I love that. I love that people think that. But like, I would full on crash out. I would crash out with him. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I do think the host, though, we do need to have a host that like knows the lore. Like, we need to know the lore. But she is really good at reading through the slop, reading through that salad. Okay.
There's a difficulty and a struggle that I couldn't.
Thank you, Monica, for the rose. And the smiley says, I think the host needs to actually watch the fucking series 100%.
Protect her from, and that my efforts in loving her or reassuring her maybe weren't strong enough, focused enough. I know she didn't feel safe.
Thank you, Ange.
Maybe Mary didn't either, but Mary fought different. And so she seemed like she was perfectly fine. Looking back, I don't know what I could have done, but I'm sorry that I didn't do it.
Zero. He is never able to. He smiles. He's like, oh, you know, I'm pleased with myself with that one. Yeah, good job, Code. Good job, Code, sir. I got that one good. Yeah. I apologize. Another apology. You can't even think of one thing that you would have done differently. You can't think and be like, you said sorry to Janelle, like that you didn't protect her. And you don't think, you're like, actually, I don't really actually know what I could have done differently, but fuck it. Like, are you kidding me? You could have been like, yeah, no, I told him to kind of like fuck off. And yeah, fucking Healing Out Loud says, because I can think of about 2,000. Me too, babe. I was just about to start rattling them all off of anything that he could have done. He could have said anything. He could have said anything that he could have done differently. But he's like, you know, actually, can't think of anything. But I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yes, because he doesn't know jack shit. David thinks he knows jack shit. I can't wait to watch that crash out. Because what the fuck is he saying? What the fuck is he actually saying, you guys?
I'm just.
How did Mary fight?
I don't know. Okay, you guys are gonna come with me. I have to go get a phone charger. Oh my god. Oh, perfect. There's one right over here. I'm like streaming from our bedroom today because I usually don't stream at my boyfriend's home. But I have, oh my god, I have such a busy week coming up with like my job. And so we had to stream one night earlier than usual. But I try to do Monday or Wednesdays. Okay, sorry guys, I need a phone charger. Okay, perfect. Mary fought mean, Janelle fought passively, Christine fought sarcastically, and Robin farted. Robin fought sneakily. Wow, what a good dissection. Mellow Dial 7811. That was fantastic. You are so right in your description of that. Yeah, she did that too. Robin farted. Dude, Robin's farts are probably very just like dry. She should have the bedroom roll. Okay, let's get this going because we are already, you guys, on my fucking podcast 57 minutes in. Jesus.
Different than Janelle.
Yeah, she just.
And we have 30 minutes left of the show. Oh. Yeah, I said Robin has dry farts. No. Dude, when there was a hemorrhoid cream in their house during the house, like when they were selling their home, there was Preparation H. Oh. Stephanie Foxy says, what does your dad think of this podcast? Stephanie, do you know my dad? Weird. My dad says, get it. My dad's proud of me. He loves, who do you think I got my snark from? He doesn't watch reality TV, but my personality from that man. That is a weird ass question. I can't talk about hemorrhoids for real. I'm sorry. But also my dad doesn't really he doesn't really know what the fuck I'm talking. Like, he really doesn't get it. I'm like, oh yeah, like, I have to, like, tonight after work, he's like, do you want to go grab a drink? And I'm like, no, I have to work. He's like, you just got off work. And I'm like, no, like, I literally, like, I have to do TikTok. And he just, like, doesn't get it. But he supports me anyway. Okay, anyways. It was a weird question because, like, I just don't get, like, why you would ask somebody, like, specific, like, about my dad. I don't know. It was weird. Anyways.
Willing to scrap.
When you say scrap, what does that mean?
She's just willing to get right in your face and do the yelling and the escalation and the fighting. It's just like, and
wait, so do you know my dad, Steffi, or like, are you just like fucking around right now? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is going on? Like, do you know me in IRL or like what's happening? What's happening? I'm scared. I like one of my family friends, like, who I love her, she like supports me. Or not just support me, she's like, I love her so much. And she's like, will always pop in the live sometimes. And I'm like, get out of here. Like, you're not supposed to know about this. Like, this isn't for you. I love you, but like, what are we doing? But yeah, sometimes like when people from my real life like tune in, I'm like, ooh. Steffi, do you know my dad? Like, I really need to know this. I really need to know Miss Foxy, please. I'm gonna go up and see because this is kind of really weird. If you guys are on, if you're listening to audio, you're getting what's going on here. Let's see. I don't recognize his name. My dad knows a lot of people. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going.
Of anybody.
Does plural marriage not allow space for that emotional intimacy?
Good idea, everybody. I'm gonna block.
I don't know. I don't know how it could.
Yeah.
And I don't like to throw lifestyles under the bus. You know, this is, some people I'm sure find great satisfaction in their plural marriages, but I think most people don't. So as far as emotional intimacy means that when you're with someone, you're really with them and you love them for that person. It's not like there's always someone else in back. Because go on a trip with Kody. Well, I know that he has wives at home. And I know that he has relationships with those wives at home. Mm-hmm. And that was always on his mind. You know, even though he's trying to compartmentalize, I know that how can it be possible?
Do you think the other wives would agree with you that Kody is capable of emotional intimacy?
I don't know if I care if they would agree with that anymore. Not to be rude, but I just can't worry about that anymore. I know that he is, and I know that he did in the past. I saw it, and I witnessed it.
So in the early years, did you not have enough emotional?
Oh, I witnessed it. Yeah, I witnessed it. I don't really care though. No, I don't actually care. Girl, shut the fuck up. You know you're caring. You like Robin cares so much about what other women think that like her and Kody are throwing themselves at each other constantly because they're throwing in the other women's faces constantly. She definitely cares. And like one thing about Robin is that she's such a fucking liar. She's such a fucking liar that she literally God, I just lost my train of thought because I'm like thrown off by that like dad comment and like also another comment like really threw me off a little bit too that like I kind of like want to address. So someone says this feels like a spinoff of Ace and Caitlin's podcast, but I also do kind of like it here. That really threw me off because number one, they have a great podcast and I have talked to Ace personally on the phone. I do not listen to their Sisterwives recaps at all. Because we do the same stuff. I am a part of their Patreon. I listen to their other recaps. They are hilarious and I love them. It's a podcast that should talk to Ace and Caitlin. They are fucking hilarious, okay? If you watch Sisterwives stuff, you need to know, like, and if you have somewhat of a personality, we're all going to kind of comment on the same things. Like, I was getting fucking dragged in this Facebook group because I also calculated the statue. I also commented on art. I also did all these things. And it's just like, there's only so much to talk about on this show, okay? It's going to overlap, especially if you're like, not me personally, but if you are a listener of things that, if you are watching all of the podcasts, all of the TikTokers, all of everybody, things are just going to overlap because we are all talking about the same thing. And just like pissing me off that people like are dragging me in this Facebook group, okay? Like it's like pisses me off because I'm like, oh my fucking God. Drives me nuts. But thank you guys all in the chat who's like saying a lot of nice things about me. I love you all so very much. So yeah, I did make it to the Reddit snark. That was really scary. I saw that. I'm like, I need to get off. I need to get off Reddit because I'm going to fucking spiral. Okay. But thank you guys, everyone in the chat, for being nice to me and supporting me. Like honestly, like I really love doing this. I love having like I said, like this feels like such like a FaceTime with just my friends and like talking shit. And again, you guys are so fucking funny. And I just really appreciate that like I have been given a platform and I am supported by all of you guys to be able to do this and just like talk shit about things that like are just so silly, but it gets us all through like the dark shit that's going on in the world. Like this is such an escape, I think, for every single one of us to just sit here for these 2 hours watching the show and just be like, oh my God, like I need to talk about this. And that's why I started doing it. And like to have all of you guys supporting me, like I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to have this. So anyways, thank you guys all so much. Thank you all. Like, again, can't say enough like amazing things about all of you guys here and just like hyping me up, even though I got distracted with like that fucking weird dad comment. And then like that other comment, I was like, oh my God, like insane. Okay, Stephanie Foxy, get out of here. I don't even know what the fuck you're like. I don't even know who you are. We need to, what Mary Brown says, blocked. She's blocked, okay? She's out of here. Stephanie's out of here. God, the fuck is going on? The fuck, you guys. Yeah. Come on, Panda, to wake up the system. Yeah, the dad comment was nuts, you guys. That was actually insane. I'm like, do you know anybody? What season episode are you on? I can't find on Discovery Plus. Okay, we are on season 20, episode 18, one-on-one part 3. Okay. Again, thank you guys. I really appreciate you. So I'm gonna go back. We'll just keep going because this is already a long episode.
Resources in the tank to love 2 women at the same time?
No, I had enough resources in the tank to love 2 women at the same time, but they've got to accept the love. It's like if you're super high maintenance, it's going to become a problem, probably.
They just have to accept the love that I'm giving them, even though it's not adequate. Even though it's not adequate, they just have to fucking accept the love. No, they don't. They literally don't. You're not doing enough. Like if they're telling you, hey, you gotta step it up. Yeah, it's because they're the problem. He's saying like, oh, it's actually them. It's their fault. It's their fault, not mine. I did all that I can do, and I didn't think I could do anything else. And I apologize if I could. I want to change it. Like the lack of accountability that Kody Brown has actually blows my fucking mind. Like, picture perfect narcissist is Kody Brown. He can't like. I just can't believe I didn't even like pay that much attention to like that line other than right now because like again these tells are so fucking boring sometimes. But like going second by second, pause. That's a crazy line. Say, well, they should just accept it. Yeah, and that's how they get fucking stuck. Like that one movie, Perks of Being a Wallheart, we accept the love we think we deserve. Okay? And they think they deserve the bare fucking minimum. The bare minimum of just like, it's good enough. That's not fucking good enough. It's not good enough. None of them should have just dealt with that, but they were in the system of oppression. Okay?
It's high maintenance.
Well, Janelle wasn't.
Oh, Janelle wasn't, but Mary's fucking high maintenance. Again, they were all 19. Oh yeah, thank you, Leila Mariah. Remember when he said, it's your fault it's your fault if I love you, and it's your fault if I don't love you. It's all on you how I feel. It's not on anybody else. God, no.
Coming up.
When you asked me to
Recognize that wanted to
go back and analyze, I loved Janelle, but Mary was more emotionally open.
I don't understand that. Can you
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't fucking understand.
explain that, please?
Oh, gosh.
He's like, no, I actually can't because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Actually, I can't explain it because I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea. It's cold.
You love Janelle, but Mary was more emotionally open.
Mary was...
He's like, did I just say that? Is that something I don't actually think I said that.
But in the same breath, you said that Mary was high maintenance.
She was... when you ask me to go back in the past and think about it, my head starts to spin.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
just keep saying stuff and I don't know where it's going to go.
Like there was nothing I could do. And there's nothing I could say, do, or behave like to make that experience pleasant and easy perpetually. And I'm not talking about the difficulties in a regular marriage. This is way beyond that.
Is this like reminding me of the guy on Before the 90 Days, Jovan, when he's like, I just can't do enough for you? It's like low energy men. Oh my God, you guys, we just got a Patreon member, Jenny T. If you are here, shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. You are fucking amazing. Thank you. So if you guys join the Patreon, I'll show you. Kody, though, like, oh, Jovan, he's like, oh, it's your fault that I'm just trying. Oh, Mama Jen. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm so excited you joined. Thank you so much, Mama Jen. My girl, stay supporting me. But Kody, okay, so Jovan, my God. So Jovan on 90 Day, she, like, his girlfriend, Anna Lynn, is like, hey, actually, it's really, like, bothering me that, like, you're not as romantic as I, like, wanted you to be. And he's like, this is all I can fucking do. I paid for all your shit. Okay, that's not, okay, so you're just like, you are just, like, low tier boyfriend. Like, you just don't want to put enough effort out there to love your girlfriend, love your wife. You just can't do it because you just don't want to. You think everyone should love you. You think it should be always about you. Gross. I always say, one thing about me is I stand in this. There's nothing more attractive than a man that loves his girlfriend. There's nothing more beautiful to see than, not even just a man, not even just a man, a person who loves their partner. I love that so much when someone genuinely just, like, you just see it, that they just love their person that they're with. And Kody doesn't even know what that's like because he just loves himself. So. And
if I hadn't have been, like, ridiculously optimistic,
Robin is full of it.
I don't know if we would have
Case
survived.
Closed.
I had a lot of emotions based on the way that, for instance, Janelle came into the family and the way that, you know, like just different situations like that. That
Explain that one about Janelle coming into the family.
Oh, well, people don't. I'm not just going to say people, I'm going to say Kody. Kody and Janelle failed to recognize that possibly some of the issues that I had in polygamy could have stemmed from the fact that, they wanted to get married on my birthday. They had planned to get married on my birthday. It wasn't until his mom got involved and was like, no, don't do that. Yeah, they're like, it doesn't matter. We'll just celebrate it a different day. Like, excuse me, it does matter. You know, so let's start the marriage relationship, the family relationship with that. And they forget that, there might have been some emotions involved with the fact that she used to be married to my brother.
Always want.
Okay, I will never be able to defend Janelle on this part of the relationship because in every way it is weird. Okay. Earlier in the episode, Mary did just say, though, that she prayed about it and she talked to Janelle and this is what they all wanted. Okay. That we can't defend Janelle on this ever because it's fucking weird. And getting married on her birthday, horrible. Like, I would be pissed too. I would hold on to that. And, like, there's a part of me that just wants to be like, Mary, you need to let it go. Because, like, we had so much, like, the part of me that says, like, Mary, you have to let it go is because for that, I also think, before we get into Mary letting it go, Kody, like, when he has, like, he loves a new shiny toy. Kody loves, did somebody say that? No, he loves paying, okay. Kody loves a new shiny toy. He loves something new. That man is always moving, buying a new car, having a baby, doing something, getting a new wife. Like, he gets the adrenaline or the dopamine rather from that, the thought of something new. Okay. So I'm sure when he, like, figured out he's hot for Janelle, he's like, let's just get fucking married. Let's just do it right now. Right. Thank you, Mama Jen, for the finger hearts, and thank you, Sicilian, for the rose. You guys are amazing. So Kody was probably just like, you know what? Let's get it going. I want to marry you. Then Janelle being like, okay, yeah, let's just get let's just get married. And probably being love bombed by this man. Okay, just being love bombed. Like, okay, let's fucking do it. And like, if we think who Janelle's ex is, that she says that he is, that he didn't really like show her, like didn't really show up or care, that like that's gonna feel fucking good. When you go from a partner that doesn't give a fuck about you to someone that's like giving you all the attention, it's like you've never felt bad in your life. You've never felt better in your life. It's like, it's just euphoric. So I could see Janelle just being like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I just want to be part of the family, like whatever. Again, not defending it because, again, hindsight's 2020. And Janelle to me is very low maintenance, like low energy, right? And she probably just like thought, I don't give a fuck. I just want to get married. Again, not right. Still fucking weird. Okay, still weird. Not defending her, but me saying Mary needs to let it go because all of that had happened. You had a longer life with with Janelle, raising your children together, that we shouldn't be talking about this with such bitterness at this point. I think like you are in your 50s. You guys did start this family. You created this beautiful family together with all these kids. And the way in her voice is just like, you might think it had something to do with it. She was my sister-in-law. It's just like, it's giving bitter to me. Okay. Where that's saying, I think there's a way to talk about it. And there's a way to let it go. I do think, just stay with me here, Mary is just emotionally stunted. So like, we do have to understand that about Mary, and just, we know who Mary is. Okay. We know like how Janelle is as an adult. We don't know them when they were like teenagers going through this. I'm sure they were very, very, very different people at that point. Right. But here is Mary still upset about all of this. Okay. I don't know. That's why I just think like, it's just like, I don't know, so bitter and just,
That. So tell me, what kind of
You're a Janelle apologist. I know. I don't know. I'm not saying, I just think that they were like younger, and like, I think that the problem is the man. And like, trying to dissect here and call out Janelle and Mary is just like, we need to be calling out the real villain, and it's Kody. He's the one that was in the middle, tying them together. I don't know. And like, I just know, like, I've seen Mary be really mean, right? Like, we've seen Mary be mean, and I haven't seen Janelle be mean. Just like maybe that passive aggressive of just shoving the food down the drain. Like, it's funny. Okay, Mary didn't bring this up. Suki did. That is true. But she also brought it up. Jen, I believe, brought it up on the show. And who is Mary's mouthpiece? Jen.
Emotions
There's
were
a
involved
lot
with
of
that.
emotion. There's a lot of emotion. She has said,
and like, I agree. Like, I need to make this clear. I am not defending Janelle for marrying her ex-sister-in-law's husband. That's weird. I'll never not say that's not weird. Okay, not defending her on that, because like, I'd be fucking pissed too, especially being 19 or 20 or however the fuck old she was. I would be pissed, and I'd also be pissed. I love my birthday. I'd be fucking pissed if someone wanted to get married on my birthday. I'm not defending that. I think that's fucked up, but I do think we don't need to fault really Janelle for that. We need to fault more of Kody for that. Okay, okay.
She has said that when she met Kody, she had these feelings of, oh my goodness, I knew him.
My birthday is April 12th.
It's like I met this person that I just, it's like he was part of me. I don't remember exactly her words. So I don't want to put words into her mouth.
I had one of those moments before I even started to consider being in their family, and I didn't even know what to do with it. I was at Mary's house because I knew Mary's family, and they were having a bunch of people over for something, I don't remember. And Kody walked in the room, and it was the first time I'd seen him. And there was this moment of like, oh, there you are, kind of like you remember somebody that you haven't seen for a long time. It was very distinct, but I wasn't even hanging out with them really as friends, and I just put it away because I'm like, I don't know what that means.
And then all of a sudden
In the book, they all describe that happening to them with Kody. Okay, so I think, do we think that like, do you guys believe in like past lives and stuff like that? Like maybe her and Kody have been in each other's lives for time and time and time again. And that's why it felt like she has seen this man before. Maybe they were meant to be together, you know, maybe like Janelle was his like one true actual love and she was his. Cause like you can describe that feeling. Like when I met like my best friend, I'm like, oh, I've known this person before. You know, it's just an old soul, right?
Being asked to be a part of this plural marriage. Did Kody know that you saw him at Mary's house and that you had this?
No, Mormons don't believe that, I don't think.
Really?
And also I've kept seeing comments about Mary talking to their child, Leon. I don't know if they still are talking. Leon is not on social media.
I think I told him later. Yeah. And actually I asked to be in their family. They never asked me.
Oh.
I knew them as a couple.
And I wish Suki was like, well, why did you say that Mary and Kody courted you? Why are we not asking that follow-up question? Just a thought.
And I just felt inspired to say, look, I think I belong in your family. And so we went and spoke to the church leadership and we all fasted and prayed together. And we felt like it was the right thing.
Like it was just this very intense thing. And I remember her saying that when she saw him, she wanted her sons to have his build. Kody's got a nice build, right? And she wanted that. And I'm just like, you don't think that those things might be a little bit troublesome to the wife that you used to be the sister-in-law of?
But when did she say that? Like, I would like to know if Janelle said that before they started courting, yeah, that'd be fucking weird. But if she said that when they were already married, then that's not weird. Like, that would be like, oh, I just noticed that man. Like, he's got a nice build. I would say that about my boyfriend. Like, guy's tall. Guy's got a nice build. Like, you'd want people to look like that. Like, I don't think that's weird at all. Like, if they were married. But if that was, like, just, like, a passing by, that's just a passing by, that's weird. I'd be pissing my friend, okay? Also, I've never talked about this with Mary's hair. She's got this like zigzag like part like this that she does, and I thought it was like on accident at first. But it's kind of you know, it's just like a thing that she's doing. And it's giving very like it's giving actually 2002 for me. My mom used to do that to my hair. Oh, I'm not reading that comment out loud. My God. Kody and his six-pack. Yeah, he doesn't have a good six-pack now. But young Kody was a good-looking guy. Like, I can't take that away from him. Like, looks like Gabe, okay?
You know what I mean? So my point in saying that is not to throw him or her under the bus. It's just to say these are facts.
Her whole look is 2002, 100%. Yeah, I remember, like, the crazy zigzag parts, but this is just, like, a little baby one. So I'm like, oh, we were kind of just, like, like, it's just kind of giving, like, a little bit of the 90s.
I had emotions. And I was the one who was in trouble for having these emotions. Now, I was probably in trouble more for how I reacted because, you know what? Sometimes I would cry and sometimes...
Okay, Mary's taking a little bit of self-accountability there. She's like, I was just in trouble for having these emotions. Actually, probably for the way I reacted. There you go, Mary. It was because of the way you reacted. It wasn't because you had the emotions. The emotions are the normal thing. Like, that's normal for all these people to have, like, especially the first wife. If you're not having emotions, that's fucking weird. Like, I feel like you shouldn't be having emotions when your husband's marrying somebody else, okay? If you're not like this monster. I'm just pointing to Robin if you're just all listening. But, again, we know Mary was... We've seen her be snarky, like, not snarky, just snippy. I don't like spearmint, as Kody said, which, again, we could see her doing that. We've seen her, McKelty, pull up your shirt. I don't need to see that much of your body. As McKelty was, like, just, like, bending over and, like, Mary just happened to look up and her, like, boobs were in her face. Yelled at McKelty for not having 10 cents, okay? We've seen Mary be snippy, okay? And I'm sure she called some shit out. All right. Yeah, we've seen her be passive-aggressively laughing. Okay, that's probably the new thing. Again, I said this before on the stream. Told yelled or told Janelle she looked like a clown because she had makeup on. All right. And in Christine's book, she said that Mary would constantly make fun of her weight to disparage her in front of other people. It was mean to her. Yes, the scrambled eggs. How could I forget with the Amber May Lynn of it all? I want to scramble. I thought we were making fried eggs. Who the fuck makes fried eggs for a giant group of people? Okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. So I am happy though to put a period on this tangent. Mary had some self-accountability here. I appreciate that. I have not watched Suddenly Amish yet. I'm just like, it's just giving like, okay. Melody Lee says, Mary hyper calls out her others' faults so hers aren't spotlighted. Yes, 100%. Oh, maybe I should maybe I'll give Suddenly Amish a watch. I'm just so packed with shows right now.
I would like, come on, Kody, I need some more attention.
Okay, so you're not even married to Kody, and you're having these feelings already. Why didn't you say no to Janelle coming into the family?
No. I didn't have these feelings until she was coming into the family.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that she had those thoughts until she was coming into the family.
So she did. Okay. So everything that Mary is saying then, like prior to this, of like Mary saying that, like Janelle said, oh, I want my sons to have that his build. She was already in the family then. Then that's not a weird thing to say. Okay. Now it's his wife. That's a normal thing to say. That's a normal thing. I'm standing up for Janelle in that moment. If she said that when they were married, normal. Thank you for the roses. You are so sweet. The twatter. I don't know how to say that. The twatter. Okay. It seems like something I shouldn't say out loud.
And even later, after she was in the family.
But you knew that she had already been married to your brother, and you had those intense feelings about that.
Yeah, that aspect of it. I mean, when you think about it, that's weird. That's awkward. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable.
You never said anything like, hey, Kody, that's awkward. She used to be married to my brother. Now you want to marry her and bring her into this polygamous family.
Yeah, I did. We talked about it. But like, I was not supposed to have those thoughts or feelings or emotions about it. Like, I was the one who was in the wrong for having those.
Why?
We're supposed to endure to the end, and we're supposed to live this way because this is what's going to, we're going to gain salvation from it, whatever.
Okay. Right, there's this like...
That's insane. So Mary then, though, was like, oh, I said yes. And we were supposed to believe this entire time that all the wives had something they could say yes or no for a sister wife. And this just proves that they don't have any say in whether a wife comes in or not, because Mary said she had some comments about it, didn't want it to happen, and then it happened. So it's really the man that's choosing everything. And they let us believe for years and years and years that it wasn't. It's the women's choice. Even when fucking Robin came into the family, Christine was crying her eyes out, being like, I don't want this person to come in. And then guess who showed up anyway? No one could say anything. No one could fucking say anything. I was just thinking, you guys, it's fucking weird that you're like, hey, you fucked my brother, and then you just fucked my husband. And now, like, she's got to fuck Kody after. Like, that's so weird. Thank you. This is from Nordstrom Rack. But I got it a long time. I got it last year.
Feel that everyone has to be a perfect wife, a perfect sister wife, and then you add on to all this perfection that you want to hit. And you feel insecure about things. You feel jealous about things, all of it. The whole thing, suffering to the end, endure to the end, all of that is just sad. Mm-hmm. It's just sad that it's this religious expectation that makes you this better person. And it's just hard.
Let's talk a little bit about this next clip that we want to get to. And it was really a candid conversation. You have a lot of discussions, which is interesting to see over this past year.
Yeah.
You have discussions on even polygamy. And the next clip that I want to really talk about is your differing views on polygamy. Let's take a look at this clip and then we'll talk after.
Cool. My thing was, look, if I'm having a bad time with Kody in a bad situation, I don't see him being physically affectionate with other wives in front of me. Like a slap in the face.
All it does is create a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy, a lot of control. I've definitely seen that. I've talked to friends that their biggest thing is, what I love about polygamy
jack shit conversation.
is they compete for my love. Mind games start playing in your head, and you start thinking, well, what's that person doing that I'm not doing? Can I do better? And the guy has an ego. Oh, they love the fighting. They love the competition between the women.
And Kody
I felt
does.
like I was being controlled by Kody.
Thank you, Melissa.
They teach you that it makes you better. Oh no, the famous quote is endure to the end. Endure to the end, if you can imagine. That's sad.
I don't know. It's an interesting idea in the church culture that we came from, that suffering was going to make you better. I didn't handle myself the best all the time. I remember being very jealous. I thought I was living polygamy wrong. I thought I was a human being wrong. I thought I was a woman wrong, a wife wrong. I couldn't even have a baby, for heaven's sakes. It was hard.
So, Christine,
Well, there's a lot.
Yeah. Do you agree with David's perception of polygamy?
I think overall, it's just hard. Just can't look at it like that because I have family that still lives it. But then it comes down to it, and he's right. He's right. I think I see more sadness in polygamy than anything else. I look at so many polygamous families and they don't look happy. It's just sad. And it's like, what is the secret sauce here that like convinces women to be okay with their husband having this other relationship with this other woman, but it makes you better. So it's okay. What is the secret that they tell me? Well, what is it?
Well, Christine, I don't know. Why don't you tell us that? Because you've lived it for how many years? You grew up in it. You literally like were obsessed with being a polygamist. I didn't want the family, or I just didn't want the man. I wanted the family, or whatever the fuck she says. And it's also called indoctrination. Like, it's called indoctrination. Like, that's what happens. That's why you do it, because you're taught that that's the right way to live. And you don't have, I mean, like, we can look at these people, for example, like these two women grew up in polygamy, okay? Wanted to be in it. And then once they got famous and like had the, they had more knowledge and learned from the world, they got out of it. Well, it took Mary a long time, but Christine here, like, you have the answer, babe, because you also wrote that book. All right, you wrote that book. So why aren't we talking about it? Why aren't you saying it? Why are you questioning it? Like, the fuck, And she's out of it. It's like, what the fuck? Yes, Georgina says she didn't speak to her mother because she left the church. Yes. But also Christine was like, I can see just like being young and devastated that your whole world is turned upside down. Like, your mom has taught you all these things and now she's like, actually, no, I don't believe that. That would be a crazy flip. And then that just made Christine go into it even harder. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you for the lit up TikTok. That's amazing. You are so gracious, or I am so grateful for your gift. W's for Melissa in the chat. But yeah, basically it's all about indoctrination, and I don't know how Christine is sitting here like questioning it. Like, why don't we just say that? Like, why are we dancing around that subject? And Christine taught a lot of Sunday school, or taught a lot of school, so she was maybe responsible for a little bit of indoctrinating, okay?
So it was part of my culture.
So do you feel like you were indoctrinated into the culture?
I would say be indoctrinated.
Probably. Yeah, Christine, you fucking were.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm looking on the other
side. She's like, I don't know. And then now David's like, yeah, you were. Shut the fuck up. Why are you talking, David? Speaking for her. You stop.
Aside from my experience since I was, 2-3 years old into it, that if this is
thank you, Melissa, for the lit up perfume.
Supposed to be so righteous thing, why is it so miserable? So how is it so right?
When I saw David, it just made my stomach just turn, because I think it's wrong to paint everybody with the brush of your one experience. And I'm not denying that his sister had this experience. And I think lots of things
Janella is so over David. So over him.
Happen in monogamy. I think lots of things happen in all kinds of relationships that can be really screwed up.
Janelle.
And I agree to I kind of agree.
Took issue with your description of.
But I don't think I don't think polygamy is good. I don't think polygamy is great.
Polygamy. And she said it was a very broad brush stroke.
Oh, thank you, Brittany, for the
actually is. And what you experienced isn't necessarily what
Melissa
other
for
people
the league
experience.
ball. Man, Melissa, you were going.
off today. Thank you guys. W's for the gifters in the chat. Thank you so very much.
Her is, where did you guys go in your family? Where did it go end up now? They're not together anymore. And I'm not trying to do that because it can happen in monogamous.
I was going to say monogamous couples also divorce.
I've experienced it in a lot of different religions. But when I was talking about my own experience, why she took it personally.
I'm over the Christine storyline too. And then also someone said in the chat, Janelle's a pushover. Yes, Janelle's very much a pushover. So that's why she likes this. Like, she's a very low maintenance person. Like, she could deal with a husband like being there every other day, right? Like, she doesn't mind that.
No idea.
Doesn't have to deal with them.
Because I wasn't referring to your guys' church at all. I was talking about my relationship from what I've been since I was a kid down in Mexico.
I think David thinks he knows a lot about plural marriage. I think he was a kid when his sister was struggling through it and he wanted to protect his sister. I think he might have noble thoughts about it, but I don't think he knows that much about it. He associated with a bunch of construction workers that were polygamous or something. And, I've met some polygamous
Thank you, Melissa. What is Kody's fucking deal with talking shit about construction workers, talking shit about blue collar workers? Like, are you okay, sir? You don't even have a fucking job. Your job is literally you're on a TV show, okay? And I'm so happy you're on a TV show because I love making fun of your life. I love it. But to sit there and like talk shit about a man or men who like work hard and you're just like going off of your stereotype, like, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Like, it's just like gross to me. Like, and he's just like trying to like put himself on this pedestal between him and fucking David. And it's like, you're not better than him. You're not better than him. Okay? Like, just because he is a blue collar worker, he has his own fucking business, Kody. What do you have, Dabsark? You have Dabsark LLC? Or you guys just spent all your fucking money? Just took out that home equity loan? Like, yeah. Went on special forces. What happened to all that money? Roman spent it on more dolls. More dolls. God, like, it just pisses me off.
construction workers that I thought were...
Is my cat in this room, you guys? Oh my God, I think she might be in here. Hold on. Or no, I just got my dog at the door, and I got Nala Nala's my dog, and I got the cat at the door too. Okay.
Pigs.
Oh, they were pigs because they're construction workers, and that's a stereotype. Shut up, Kody. Shut up.
So his reflection has nothing to do with our family. I hated it when my wives weren't getting along.
Lies.
When he talks about polygamists, like wanting their wives to be jealous and stuff like that.
You did mention that Janelle and Mary used to compete for attention. Coming up.
He's like, oh shit, I did say that. Kody doesn't even remember what the fuck he said. Kody doesn't even remember what the fuck he just said. So he's like, oh fuck, I actually said that? Damn. But also, Kody never wanted his wives to get along. He gets upset when they're getting along. Like, Janelle and Christine, when they were friends at the end, pissed. So you guys never liked each other to begin with. How dare you get along now?
You did mention that Janelle and Mary used to compete for attention.
I wasn't promoting that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He's talking about men who are promoting that. I think that's sick and wrong. This is my point, is David was looking into polygamy. I was in it. He doesn't know anything about it other than from his outside experience, which means that he doesn't know Jack. But David doesn't know that he doesn't know Jack because David thinks he knows Jack. Now, I've lived...
You're saying he doesn't think he knows jack shit, but then he's saying, oh, he actually doesn't know jack shit, but he thinks he knows jack shit. Like, what the fuck are you saying, Kody? What are you saying? He doesn't, again, Kody doesn't know. He's full on crashing out right now, trying to justify it, talking himself in fucking circles. Again, just crashing the fuck out over David thinking that he knows jack shit. But I don't even know jack shit. And like, again, I think two things can be true. I think like you can say like, David's experience is like saying that all of their children's experience, just because they didn't live polygamy, means that they don't know jack shit. They all actively chose, like I'm talking like all the Brown kids, actively chose not to be in plural marriage, not to follow their religion because of how horrible of a job all y'all did, okay? So you're discrediting their experience, because you're saying David just doesn't get it because he didn't actually live it. His family literally lived it. He saw it. Okay? Like,
It is and I will say, it's two sides of the coin. I do get, it is very different when you are married, when you're married in it, okay? But it's still the experience, okay? Like, come on.
Marriage long enough to know that I don't know jack, but David still thinks he knows jack, but he doesn't know jack. I think he
Suki's just
means
like,
well, and you know what? When you're
and
having
like also like, you're saying Kody, like David thinks he knows jack shit. So you're saying he doesn't think he knows anything, but then he thinks he knows jack shit. Like, what the fuck, Kody?
candid conversation like that, you're just talking off the handle. He had an experience, and it made him angry
David gets on my nerves too, Melinda.
about polygamy.
I've been around a lot longer than he's
I've
been in
a
it.
lot longer.
I've witnessed and seen the heartaches of many women down in Mexico, being around with my mom and listening to these women all talk, listening to the guys talk down there. It's not like it's a fresh thing since I met Christine. All of a sudden, I know polygamy. No, I've been around it my whole life. I can tell you.
They're just like measuring their dicks to see who knows more about polygamy. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Stories after stories about what happens down there. And for him to say, that's fine. But I do know a lot about it. I have never lived it. I don't have to understand about how hard it is to have a baby to have one. You can see it.
Do you believe that Kody?
Yeah, but I also think like that analogy, like it is so different when you are living it with a baby. Like you can see that it's hard to have a baby, but I feel like you don't really know until you do have that baby, right? I don't know why David can't enunciate his words. It's really like annoying. And then also David also gives me the ick. It's just like I see like, oh my God. Also I just realized none of the sister wives are talking about what's going on in our world. Nobody's talking about it. Christine's not talking about it. Janelle's not talking about it. Mary's not talking about it. Why are we not talking about it? Why are we not talking about it? Why are we not denouncing it? I mean, I'm not shocked. Okay. But that's my little side tangent there. I won't get too political over here. Oh, sorry, guys. They just like installed these fucking heaters in our apartment because they don't, our apartment doesn't stay warm enough. Okay? It doesn't say, oh, Mama Jen with a masquerade. Oh, she's so fancy. Oh, thank you. Yes, Sisterwives are MAGA. Yes, of course. We know I don't talk about it. Yeah, I know. We just have to like kind of not look at that. Also, Tony follows the president on Instagram, so he's also MAGA. Just fun fact. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. Okay, let's just keep it pushing.
Has a big ego?
All guys have egos. It depends on how big.
Oh, I was telling you guys about my fucking heater. My heater is in my room because it's so cold in Illinois, and then they installed this heater. It doesn't heat shit, but I keep knocking into it, so I'm sorry for the noise. They don't have to denounce anything. They're reality stars. Yeah, but they have a really big platform, so they should. Just like my platform, not that big. Not that big. But I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Let's just talk about the show. Let's just focus on the show. That's what we do here, babe. We snark, we talk, and it's like real world events. So like we do need to talk about it. We do need to like kind of talk about it. Like I know we like do that. Like I do this to like escape. Like I get like the escapism of it all, but it's important to say. Ooh, okay, let's keep going. Thank you for the roses.
Fire with that, but he does have an ego.
Mm-hmm.
In the polygamous sector, it is an ego there. I've had friends that were that way. They loved it. One of my friends said one time when I was younger, you got to get in polygamy. It is so much fun. The competing is awesome.
That's not an ego. That's called being narcissistic. That's like narcissism. Like that is sociopathic. Sociopathic. To be like, oh, I love when women compete against each other. Like, that's not normal. That's not an ego. That's beyond. Like, that's beyond. Why are we not talking about that?
Do you agree with David's take on this?
David's
Her eyebrows
sister
are
was
two different things. They're like this. Her eyebrows. Not on the same plane.
different group.
Oh, we're just like in a different group. Kody, he was like, I'm in a different group, so no, it's not the same. Let's just watch her lie through her fucking teeth here.
And so that might have been the experience that he had, but that's not what I ever heard about and saw in my church.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
How I have a question for the class. How the fuck is it that you don't know in your church, in your entire church, you don't know one family that had it hard? You don't know one family that was struggling? I mean, I can just hold the mirror up and say, y'all were struggling from day one. But this is like, you guys like basically like tricked me. Isn't that what you used to say? That's weird. Your husband, your ex-husband. Remember you had a whole fucking ex-husband? Thank you, Kimmy, for the finger hearts. Oh my God, she is popping off in the chat. Thank you so much. And I think we're almost at our goal. We're almost at our goal of 100. And like I said that as like a, oh my God, like this is never gonna happen. And y'all keep fucking hitting that. W's for Kimmy. Anyways. Fuck, what was I saying? The church. Oh, fucking Robin's stupid bitch ass is the only one that has like, no, that can't even, I don't know anybody. And everyone's like, oh yeah, I do know one person. Oh yeah, we had this experience, but oh no, like you're the only one that doesn't fucking know. You are such a fucking liar. You're such a fucking liar. God, that's just like telltale sign. Thank you, Mama Jen, for the finger hearts. We're almost there. 92 out of 100. Mama Jen going off, and Mama Jen, I guarantee, is gonna fucking hit that mark as she always does. Mama Jen comes in, and we hit our mark. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you, Dark Mama. You guys are fucking awesome. God, I love you guys. I love this. This is like my favorite night of the week. Anyways, what we're saying. Robin's just a liar. Robin's a fucking liar.
polygamists have to have
That's what we're
a
saying.
big ego?
I think that it would be better if you didn't. I think
love it too, Mama
having
Jen.
a big ego
Thank
is what
you.
causes the problems.
Does Kody have the big ego?
Kody definitely has a big ego.
Yeah,
He
no
always
shit.
has. But like, I enjoy him. He's fun, right? He's fun to hang out with. He's charismatic. He's a little bit too cocky.
He's not charismatic anymore, though. Like, he's literally not charismatic anymore. We all saw him on Special Forces. Everyone's laughing at him, laughing in his face on Special Forces because he's a fucking weirdo. I'm like, he's weirdly cocky.
I don't like cocky. And that kind of goes
I don't like
along with
cocky.
ego. So there's times that he does have that.
Do you think Kody has a big ego?
Yeah.
Are you okay with his big ego?
I just think she also has something else that's big.
It's fine. It doesn't, it's not my
She's so giddy over Kody. It's like so sad.
problem anymore.
Yeah.
But I think he has an ego, and I think that's okay.
Do you think all men have to have a big ego in order to be a polygamist?
I think you have to feel pretty confident in who you are. I don't think an ego can be misconstrued. Like, I think a healthy ego is a good thing. To feel confident in who you are and being able to lead. Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay.
But an ego, like he's talking about machismo or whatever, like where it's like, I'm the man. Like,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be good.
Did you ever feel that Kody wanted you guys competing for his love?
No, I
Yes.
never felt like that. I never felt like I had to compete.
Okay, girl, be so for real.
So do you
Well, actually, I guess Janelle's probably just like living her life. And it's like, whatever, it's just gonna happen. It is what it is, I guess. Again, Janelle's like a lazy girl, okay? She doesn't really give a fuck, right?
agree with David about the
Like, we see her Instagram. She posts the same picture and just like a different thing on the top of it, all right? Like, she's a lazy girl.
women having to compete
Yeah, ask Christine that question. Christine was constantly competing.
with each other for a man's affection in polygamy?
I have seen that happen.
And you did it?
And I don't agree that it has to happen. I've seen
No, it should not happen. Like, women competing against each other for a man's attention should not happen. Should not happen. But unfortunately, we live in a fucking patriarchal society. We are indoctrinated to believe that we need to do that. That we need to compete for like the best guy. No, we don't. They need to be competing for us. Okay, they need to be competing for us because women, say it with me, ladies, we make the world go round. We make the world go round. I'm like, again, Mary was definitely competing. Why the fuck was she all over Kody in front of Janelle on the couch? Because she wanted to be like, oh, look how hot and sexy I am. Look how hot and sexy I am. This one was always competing. Look how good I am. Christine, we know she was competing. They were all pick-me's, okay? And that's why, okay, that's the religion though. That's how they were like indoctrinated into like being, right? I don't really fault them for that. I really don't.
I've seen it happen with us. I've seen it happen
Exactly.
in other
We are the prize, and if he's not obsessed with me, I don't want him. Exactly.
families. I've seen it in our family where Kody is willing and able to show love to all of us. So I don't agree that it's something that you could just put a blanket statement on.
Have you ever had that feeling that you had to compete for affection?
Yeah,
Coming up.
remember when she told fucking Christine that you just need to change yourself if you want him to come over? Like, you need to change him yourself. All you can do is change you.
Were you surprised that you...
Okay.
And I don't think
that feeling that you had to compete for affection?
You know, I've never felt like that I had to compete.
Mary.
But I did look at myself and be like, okay, what do I need to change to be accepted, and change to be loved, and change to be welcomed in?
Okay. Now, I don't think that's a total lie. I think she definitely did compete live there, but she, just like she told, like I was saying, she told Christine in episode 2 of season 4, you need to change you because Kody doesn't want to come over and you're bitching. He doesn't want to come over to a bad house. So you need to make that home fun for him. You just got to change your attitude. So I do believe that she did feel that way, but also both of those things can't be true. And she was probably competing without her even knowing it.
Did you feel like you really did everything wrong?
There were definitely times in my
This is
life
so sad to
that
me.
I didn't feel like anything that I could do was right. I mean, I said it, like I couldn't even have a baby. Something was wrong with me. You know, I mean, I finally did, but then I couldn't have any more. And I don't think that any of them thought
so sad
I was wrong necessarily for having feelings and emotions, but I don't know that how empathetic they were with it.
Right.
You know, watching them all have babies when I couldn't, you know what I mean?
But like, also, like, just to like devil's advocate here, what were they supposed to do? Like, were they just supposed to stop having babies? Like, again, this is a Kody issue here, where Kody needed to be kind with Mary on that. Kody is her husband and needs to step up and realize she's having infertility issues, but he did not give a fuck. He did not give a fuck. Kody, he was busy having all these other babies that if it was him and just Mary, he would have gave a fuck. They would have maybe done some in vitro or something like that because they would have only had one child. But it's not these ladies' issue that like they struggle with infertility. Okay, like it's not. And I think like you need to like, and like I'm gonna say this like delicately, like Mary really held on to that for a long, long time. And was like, I just wanted to have 6 kids, but then I just couldn't. Like, I deserve to have a huge house too. That pissed me off. Like, that pissed me off. And like to say, and like, I think that they were empathetic to the situation. Like, we don't know. Cameras weren't there. We can't tell. And like, we know Robin wasn't. Robin had her come over to kiss him on camera to make up for the fact that these two kissed before Truly was being born. Oh, you want some granola, Kody? Mom, you want some snacks? Maybe some granola? And then they kissed twice so they can get it on fucking camera. And then they had Mary pretend to come over and bring a camera so Kody could kiss her and say how normal it was and how Christine's crazy for thinking that it was wrong for Kody and Robin to kiss while Truly was like fighting her way out of the birth canal. Robin was, I think, the least gentle with Mary when it came to her infertility, offering to be a surrogate to her minutes after Solomon just exited. Crazy. And then she's like, we'll hear what she's going to say, which is just, again, I'm going to say why that's fucking false.
It's a huge challenge. It's one thing to watch my sister.
And again, I have a lot of empathy here for Mary to be like, I couldn't imagine what she's going to say, like, watching my Sisterwives be pregnant by my husband, like, that's so sad. That's so sad and so hard. But it's not their problem. It's his problem. It's his issue with him. But he didn't care because he's having babies left, right, and center with everyone else.
Or
So
friends or whatever have babies when I want them.
Right.
It's a whole other level to watch my husband have them with other people.
The fact that Mary was feeling that she just had one kid that she felt less than.
That was
Had she ever shared that with everybody? Like,
Yeah.
can you help me
yeah.
process this? Can we?
Oh yeah, and like there was special circumstances. Like each of us would go and tell Mary when we were pregnant before we would tell anyone else to help.
Each of us would do that. We would all do that. Oh, so but you were the only one that once you got in the family, actually, you were the only one that had babies. So you did that, but it was on camera. You made sure, and then you had to announce it at Mary's house. You literally announced it at fucking Mary's house. Like a horrible monster. Mary had no idea. That was the first time telling her, and instead of her husband, this is what should have happened. In that moment, I was egregious. Word of the day, egregious. Because Kody should have went to Mary and be like, I know, this is like, every time this is hard for you, Robin's gonna come and tell you that she's pregnant and you need to know first. But you know what they did instead? This is the care. This is the care and the extra empathy that Robin had towards Mary. She went into her house before a dinner and filming. They took the cameras upstairs. Mary had this whole dinner planned out. And she told her that she was pregnant with fucking salmonella that night. And it's like, oh, also, do you mind if we announce it tonight at your house at your dinner? Girl, you were not empathetic to the situation. You think you were, and you're fucking not. You made it all about you instead of making sure Mary was okay. And then you know what happened that night? Leon cried. Was like, why can't it be my mom? Why can't it be my mom? So upset, hurting for her mom. Crazy. That's the care that you had. That's the care. That's nice. That's nice.
Her be able to have the time to process.
Again. And then again, on top of it all, offering to be her surrogate. When she was like, yeah, I'm not going to have any kids. You know what? Like, IVF, not good. She's in her 40s. Like, no fucking shot she's having a baby. No fucking shot. When Leon used to stay crying 24/7, you know what? Leon was a crybaby. The way Leon sat in that car when they couldn't go into their home, they couldn't get their home for Christmas and looked like she was about to fucking ram the car into the front of the home. I'll never forget it. I too, I see my young self the same as Leon, right? A little brat, exactly, a little brat.
That's that in time, you know.
Yeah.
Just to,
oh yes. Oh god. Oh my god. I even forgot about that. And then the next pregnancy for Areola. Guess who announced it? Mary. Oh, because she can't announce any of her own pregnancies. She only had one. Like, rub it in any fucking harder. Like, disgusting. And she's like, oh, I'm just doing something so nice for you. Yeah, I'm doing something so nice. No, the fuck you're not. No, you're not. You think you're so nice. You're a fucking bitch.
Let her...
Yeah, the care.
Feel supported in that and say, you know, I know this is hard for you and I am pregnant and I love you.
And that's why I offered to do
surrogacy for her. Because I was trying to support that part of her pain and her story.
So then I could give her the gift that she could never give herself. So I could just give her that gift. So I'm the hero in that story. That's all it was. And the selfishness of it, because she offered to do that because she wanted to have her kids grow up with other siblings that they had. But sorry, babe, you came into the family a little too fucking late. You came in a tad too late to an established family where the last wife came in 16 years ago, and then you're like, oh, why aren't we all having babies together? Oh, I don't know, because you're 30 and they're in their fucking 40s and they want to have a fucking baby. Like, come on.
I can go back and I can say...
Yeah, Mary really, okay, we both said Mary took a beating, okay? And again, all at the hands of this man and the lack of care that he had for her. And then she pretended to love Mary and care about her, and really she did not. And I can't wait for next week's episode where we see Robin completely freak out about it. I don't understand why. No, Mary, no, I don't know.
They didn't honor...
9 minutes, 55 seconds left. You guys, we need to blast through the rest of this because I gotta go to Target. I gotta get cat litter.
For me, or they didn't... They had too much contention with each other. I could sit and blame everything on them. And what it was is I was just over my head in leadership that I couldn't manage.
Then you weren't over your head in leadership because you weren't even leading anybody. You didn't know how to lead anybody. You literally were like, just figure it out. But then you're over your head in leadership? That's not math. It's not mathing.
And with that, I want to talk about Mary's apology.
Okay.
He's like, oh, here we go.
You sit down with Mary and you offer an apology for years of hurt. And what
That
we're
color
gonna
looks
see in the
great
clip
on Suki,
is that
by the way.
Mary pushes back. And she pushes back really hard. And it was a tough conversation. I want you to take a look at the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. I
He
apologize,
looks like such a
Mary,
little Dutch boy with his fuck-ass haircut.
for my part in everything that happened. Everything.
I apologize.
I apologize. I want you more than anything to just be able to
Under
move
his,
on.
thank you, Rosebud, for reminding us. Under his leadership, Truly almost died. Yes, he tried to kill one of his children.
I have.
The way your friends talk about me, that doesn't seem like it,
The
but
way-
I wanted you to be
okay.
able to do that.
You can stop right there.
Listen,
for the
this isn't
roses.
the time for us to fight.
Well, then don't bring up my friends and what they say, because guess what? I'm going to tell you this, Kody. I'm going to tell you
because
this.
it'll just ruin.
No.
I'm just here to apologize,
No,
Mary,
I'm
not
gonna
to
tell
argue with
this,
you.
Cody.
not
I'm going to tell you.
Christine's, like,
You're not going to
giddy
shut
over
me down
this.
anymore. Okay, so I'm going to finish what I'm saying. And when I'm not treated well, the people
Mary's
closest
very pleased
to
with
me
herself.
will defend me. And that's what my friends do. Kody, I would love to have a conversation instead of just sit here and listen to you apologize.
You and I can't talk because we will trigger each other.
I just want to hear
Frankly,
what
I
you have
kind
to
of
say.
lost myself.
Guess what?
Why are we not showing Robin? I want to see Robin watching this. Why are we not showing Robin? I don't give a fuck what Christine thinks. I want to see what Christine thinks. And shout out to Mama Jen. Can we get to 75K in the next 10 minutes? I agree. Can we, you guys? We're already at 50. 50.1. Let's fucking get it.
I get that. Back in Vegas, all that time, that was very dark for me.
I apologize that your dark time, I wasn't there.
The dark time was because you weren't there.
Well, also you were cheating on
You don't
him.
need this from me, but I tell you, I forgive you for that. This,
God, Robin's head is like fucking square.
I want you to feel like this is about you, but it's really about me and God.
I can tell it's about you.
I don't want it to burden you.
Oh, it's not.
No, I
It's
just,
not. Don't
I
worry.
sincerely just don't want any of it troubling you.
Thank you, Nightwood.
What's your reaction? You're like,
I mean, I kind of chuckled a few times watching
Yeah.
it, but I'm like, damn, girl. Kind of a little bit of a change.
Yes,
you
finally, Mary. This is what
surprised?
everyone wanted you to do. This is what everyone wanted you to do for so long, and you just like fucking rolled on your back for years and years and years and just hung on for so long. Like the praise and the fame that we could have given Mary if she just worthied up sooner, like we would have all been like, yes, Mary, team Mary. If she just did this sooner. Now we're all like, good job, Mare. It's about fucking time you did this. Like, duh.
that you demanded what you demanded
Yeah,
from
Mary
him?
and her
No.
banana. Thank you. Never forget Mary and the banana pick. Think about it all the time.
Because I'm done being walked all over by him
Are you?
emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that he knows
I
what
also
to
don't
do
think
with
Kody
that.
walked all over her. I think she just, like, Mary saying Kody walked all over her, like, she fought back. Like, we know this. But Mary just stayed. Like, now, and Kody broke up with her. So it's not like you're letting him walk all over you. You guys constantly had this, remember the fucking fight? The fucking fight of it all? Like, we can't forget that. We can't forget the fucking fight. But, like, she, like, her saying this is just like, oh, so you're just going to stand up to him on TV then? Like, okay. Like, I don't get what she's saying with this. I really don't. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because she's always been, like loud towards him. You know?
Were you surprised that he even wanted to apologize to you?
Yeah, I think I kind of was.
Yeah.
He has been so set in his ways and his stance and his opinion.
Blue Morning says staying was penance for the catfish. Yeah, I think to a certain degree it was, because she was fidelis. She was the most loyal, supposedly. And she had to pretend to be that for him. But, like, you guys, seriously, he broke up with her during COVID, and she just did not care. She did not care. And you guys, for like my normal, like not my normal listeners, everyone who's always listening, we haven't had one malfunction with GarageBand today. So yay. No GarageBand malfunctions. Thank God.
And what he says and how he treats me for so long that
yeah, I don't blame him for the catfishing either. I blame Mary for the catfishing, for lying to us, for lying, pretending like, oh, they were trying to, I'm doing Robin, they were trying to blackmail our family. Yeah, I got catfished. No, you're having an emotional affair. Let's say what it is. Like, I don't blame you. I would not blame her for talking to somebody else because he was a horrible husband. But I blame her for lying to us because why the fuck are you lying? Why are you always lying?
Surprised me, and I still wonder how sincere it really was.
Do you think he was being sincere in his apology to her?
I do. I mean, at least my experience was it felt very sincere.
Really, Janelle, this is where I'm like, Janelle fucking lost me because I'm like, you thought that was sincere. You thought all that was sincere. No.
But there were times it felt like he was losing his patience with her, you know,
because they were going back to that dynamic where they would just
fucking fight,
like, irritating each other. I think, like she's can be very sharp with her words, and she was very sharp. And I'm not saying she wasn't justified. She definitely had justification to say all those things.
So what do you think about that?
I think that's all true. Like, I think all of what Janelle's like, I don't think Kody was sincere. I wish he would have said no, because if he was sincere, then he would have talked to the kids. She needs to say that. Okay, stand the fuck up, Janelle. But her talking about Mary, she is sharp with her words. Like, this is like a normal thing that Kody and her get into, right?
A conversation.
Sounds like Mary and Kody.
What does that mean?
But like, here Robin says it too, and I'm just like,
That's just what their relationship was always like. You know, those old-fashioned firecrackers. They just kind of always set each other off. They just, I don't know.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my God.
I'm just sitting there thinking, I don't know.
The conversation was just for himself. All of that. Mary was great. That was awesome. That was great. I love it. She just put him in his place, and she's like, "This isn't for me. This is all."
Also, yes, Janelle does speak up for her kids. Let's not go there, you guys.
All for you, and it's like it's between him and God. And the more
I think she could do a better job, but
the more I'm like, you need to stop. You need to stop. The more you're talking, no. Once he.
Where was this energy with Christine and Kody? Why didn't we not have this energy, Christine?
Started talking about her friends, the conversation really was over.
Would you ever talk to Kody like the way Mary did?
Yeah, also, yes. Thank you, Sailor Blue. She said that during COVID. I'm going to choose the kids, going to choose the dogs. Going to choose the kids, going to choose the dogs, okay?
Coming up, how was this experience for?
Okay, let's go 10 seconds ahead. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left.
Do Kody like the way Mary did?
No, probably not. No.
Why?
I just don't take him seriously enough. And I'm like, look, I know you're here for yourself. I know you need to apologize for yourself. But me telling him that isn't going to make a difference. He's just going to patronize me. He's not going to, then there's no sincerity in the conversation whatsoever. He would just patronize me.
What there
said patronize
triggered you when he started talking about Jen?
You don't get to talk about my people like that. You don't get to talk about my people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't push me back into a corner, because I will fight.
Do you think Kody understands why this is such a sore subject for you?
I don't think he gets it, and I don't think that he thinks I have the right to feel like that. For whatever reason, I don't know why, because she's just a friend. Like, he would do the same thing and does do the same thing for Robin, right? Like, she is his person.
And Jen is my person. We go down on each other.
It's what you do for your people. You know what I mean?
But does he have a right to say anything about her friends?
Well, I think if they have an opinion that they're getting...
Holy shit, you guys. We have like 30 shares. That's crazy. We usually get like 10. So thanks, guys, for sharing. And you guys, we are almost at 75K likes. A little bit away, but you guys are rocking it. I just see that heart just go, 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 go. Thank you guys so much.
About him, he might have a right to say something.
Yeah.
Kody's not married to Mary anymore. If he was married to Mary and treated her with...
Thank you for the roses, not your reality.
...respect, then he gets to have an opinion about her friends, maybe. But he's not married to her. He didn't treat her with respect. He didn't treat her with kindness, love, nothing.
Thank you for the rose, Robert. I appreciate you. And then I just want to point this out. Leola Mariah says he would have stopped the conversation as soon as Robin is just mentioned. I agree wholeheartedly. We've seen that for years, that she's a sacred cow. Nobody could even mention her goddamn name. We can talk about her name for years. We need to not forget that.
So he doesn't have a right to voice his opinion about Mary's friends to her. He can tell Robin about his feelings about Mary's friends because he has respect for her. But no, he can't. He can't.
He can't lay claim on that part of her life.
No, he can't lay claim on any part of Mary's life. No.
How was this experience for you?
She's very angry. I'm going to, this apology may not be easy in any way.
No.
Just because she's still wants to talk about her hurt and what I did wrong. I mean, I'd rather have a real sincere honesty, like real sincere pushback, and get through the process rather than have her go back to her friends and go, yeah, he was just an asshole.
But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't want to have that sincere conversation. He kept shutting her down. What the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is he actually talking about? He would not allow her to talk. He didn't want to hear any of it at all. The gaslighting is insane. That he's trying to, pretend that none of that fucking happened? Hello? And his pimple, can someone fucking pop it? Jesus Christ.
He was faking his apology or something like that.
Yeah, and you know why? She says, you know why we did all of that? And we said, Kody's not fucking sincere? Because he wouldn't let anyone fucking talk. Hello? He's calling himself out here and he doesn't even realize it.
She used the word insincere.
Yeah.
She said she was feeling insincere, that she didn't
run away to fucking go take a dump.
know what this was about.
Well, it was because
she
might have felt the insincerity because it was so awkward.
No,
why was
that's
it so
not
awkward?
why.
Well, we just spent the last 6 months only communicating through lawyers.
But the last time we were sitting here, you called her your favorite ex-wife.
Yep. Well, I'm happy she's
moved
calling
her
Susie's
out.
calling us out.
Things looked great, and now.
Well, I moved her, and she's like, "We're going to be nice to each other now, right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And then Kody proceeded to talk shit about her. So let's not pretend.
What happened?
Well, one of us thought the other drew first blood and went for the chuggy.
Kody tries to manipulate Mary every single time that there's a tell-all, and he talks shit about her on the tell-all, and then that was it. It was over for Mary because it's okay, fuck you. I was being quiet. I'm again, Mary finally talking shit about Kody. It's about fucking time. And he's going to sit here and pretend, well, one of us did it first. It was literally you. It was you. And yes, production, and the tides are turning in production with Kody. And we're not framing them to be as perfect people anymore. Finally.
I mean, we were under the illusion of betrayal. Yeah. What I should have been in the place, when I felt like she had done something that offended me, I should have just let it go. And
what did she do to offend you?
Oh, what is it? Okay, you guys, I'm going to end it there for the watch along. We will listen to and get into part 4 next week, which I'm hoping part 4 is amazing because 1 and 2 was great. This one is kind of, but I had so much fun today. I really had so much fun. I always love doing these lives. Thank you every single person for gifting. It really goes a long way, and I really, really appreciate it. And shout out to Mama Jen for joining the Patreon. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy all of the content. We have another episode coming out tomorrow. I have to record it in the morning, so stay tuned for that. And you guys, I also do an episode on my podcast called Reality Check, which I'm going to start doing on TikTok as well. I am really I have a convention this weekend for my job. So I'll hop into Reality Check next week. So we're going to be talking traders. We're going to be talking, Real House of Potomac, Real House of Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills. We do some Sisterwives. B90. I'm obsessed with B90. So if you guys are all into that, make sure you guys follow along so you never miss out when I do go live. And if you're still listening on YouTube, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And then also, if you're listening over on the podcast places and you want to go join the Patreon, link is down in the show notes. And make sure you leave that 5-star review. And I love you guys all so very much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.